Evernote is a great website to keep tabs and notes of all the things you've got going on in life, and a really interesting way to organize this kind of information. So, Evernote is available both on the web, applications for mobile devices, and also software for Mac and Windows. So, that said, you'll see that I'm obviously browsing using my Mac, and it tells me that Evernote for Mac I can download now. So, it's recognizing what platform I'm on already, and so I could download it, but I already happen to have it. For now, though, let me start with showing you. I'll sign in, and you can see the Evernote login information. And you see that I've already logged in, so it remembers my sign in information. Evernote, again, I use it as a way to save articles, maybe swipe files, they're called kind of in the industry. I've also taken pictures and voice notes and all sorts of things with it. So here's the software version, and you'll see I've got a lot of articles in here. That's because while it is pretty safe that I can link at things, if I want the exact content of the article that somebody wrote, it might actually change later on. And so if I save that entire article to Evernote, then there's the whole article, and it's never going to really change. You also see that from here I can share this information out with a couple of social places. Just either grab a link or send it to Facebook, or I could email it to somebody. I also have the ability to delete it and or edit this information. So that's pretty fun. I can also invite people to see Evernote, so or for a friend program, and in that they would give you, here's the address, and you could send it out. So that's kind of a nice little option just from the normal Evernote dashboard. What you also get is ways that you can organize your notes. So you'll see I've got a couple different notebooks listed here and then tags inside of all of those notebooks. So let's filter it down to just one notebook, and you'll see I've got 7 articles or 7 notes inside of the SMLMP notebook. So there are 7 things listed in there, but you see I have a lot more tags than that available to me. So if I were to pick something that had a lot of articles, like social media marketing, here are the different articles that are set up for social media marketing. And I also have, social media strategy. There are 11 articles and or graphics about that information here. So the tags that you put in help you just kind of filter it down, and this is showing one of multiple that I have. I also have some for WordPress listed here, so again, it's going to show me some of the different articles inside of that. And if I switched it to all notebooks instead of just that one particular notebook, there I see all of the articles that I have matching WordPress that also go with this tag listed here. So it just shows me there's the rest of the articles that weren't in the other folder. So ideas on what you could do with this are pretty endless. It is designed that you can, from a mobile device, snap photos and send it to it. You could record voice notes. But for now, let's take a look at some of the software version on my computer as well. So what I would look for is, I will open up the Evernote app. And so the Evernote app's now open on my computer. You'll see that if you're a Mac user, you'll get a little default option in the top area when you run the software that allows you to create a new note. It gives you some of the shortcuts listed in here. But you could also quit from it, and here you see it says, oh, we finished downloading one of the notes. So it's downloading it locally to my computer as well. So it syncs across the internet and also to your computer. It will also sync across and make it available for you. We can install that update later, so we'll remind myself later. But it will also sync to what you have on your mobile devices too. So if you needed to, like, here's one that I took, now it's a couple of years ago, and here's a picture that I took of a place that I wanted to remember to come back to because I like raw and organic dairy products. So here is that information, and it was just a photo that I snapped on my iPhone and synced right into Evernote. So that's pretty fun. You'll see that I could sync my information up here, and to sync it means tell the web version, tell my iPhone, etc. that there's new information. The trunk option here is kind of the catalog of services that work with Evernote. So that would open into a new window and be able to pull in some services that integrate Evernote as part of what they're offering too. You'll see here we could add in a new note, and the note kind of looks like an email. You get to type in the title of it, some tags, and some normal editing options. We'll cancel that for now, and I'll click on the trash bin for that. The eyesight note would open my camera and allow me to take a photo with it. I could also see all of my notes, and I could also email from here. I could switch the view mode in all of these cases so that I could look at it kind of in different ways. And then also you can actually set up a synchronization so that you could potentially use this within an entire family. You can make folders, like for instance this folder. If I were to right click on this folder, I can actually share this notebook and make it publicly available. I could also add it to a stack, and so that stack might be work. Stacks will show up below. So if I call this one like work, rename and call it my work stack, work, and then this could be moved into that area for now, and then I might make another stack that is, if I go to just out here, if I go to make a new stack, I could actually go in putting in a new notebook and make that one like family, and then family, and I could choose to make this either local or synchronized and click create. So family, I might want to share, and in this share setting, share the notebook. Then I could go in and further prompt to say, do I want this publicly available? Do I want to share it with specific people? You know, you get a couple options in there. Right now that's not showing up as I don't have any content. But you get the basic idea. It allows you lots of flexibility and a lot of additional functionality so that you can share your content, your documents. You know, you could snap pictures of wine labels and all kinds of things to share in there. So before we wrap, let's take a look at the trunk option. And again, this trunk option is services that integrate nicely with what's happening in Evernote. So, for instance, if you are using, oh, let's see, here's an iPad app that you might be using, and it will sync your information that you doodle in that app into your Dropbox area. Voice Note to Go is voice to note. It's your way of speaking in. And if you're a LiveScribe pen user, any of the notes that you make in LiveScribe can be integrated right inside of Evernote as well. So you can write your information with this special pen on special paper, make it a digital presentation, and it will show up inside your Evernotes area. So again, it's a really neat application that allows you to integrate lots and lots of content. You could browse around in here. You see that I'm looking at, here's desktop software, and I got to this by scrolling across the bottom here. So you see that we have a lot of applications, not just software, but we have ways to hook it up with Twitter. We could also instead go look at mobile devices and see not just the Evernote app for the iPad or your phones, but it also, for instance, will integrate with a business card kind of a program, or as we scroll down further, a photo note, or there's lots and lots in here. Pixel Pipe, it will integrate with Pixel Pipe and send the information right on over. So it's a very powerful system. It's more powerful than really we have time to cover, but do get in and check out Evernote. It's just evernote.com, and the encryption is really secure. It happens on, if you're doing it inside of apps and software, it's happening on your end of the machines before it even goes up to the web. The trick with Evernote is that if you lose your password, it's really lost. They have no password recovery that they can really offer you. But also note, too, that if the feds go probing for maybe some files that you have in that account or something, Evernote can and will turn that information over. So just be forewarned about this information. But again, it's a great app to sync across many places as well. So Evernote is my vote of choice for a quick jot some notes out while I'm on the go, whether audio, photos, videos, just text notes, or sharing articles, for instance, from Google Reader into Evernote.